Yeah, good evening and happy 2022 to everybody in the USA, all over the world. Long Island, aka Strong Island, Canada, the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. I'm your man G Money Stacks, aka Lonely Nomad, and happy birthday to myself, the host with the most, YouTuber, Lonely Nomad, Gregonator, and rookie podcaster of Queens, New York. And you are now listening and tuning into and rocking with the 40th episode of Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast review show. All right. Now, in case you guys don't know, we are live and direct on StreamYard, YouTube, and Instagram Live, of course, which is which is the podcast show page of Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast. Make sure you guys follow that page and along with the other Instagram handles, which I will discuss at the end of the show. And other than that, if you guys are new listeners and new YouTube watchers in the YouTube universe and you miss any previous episodes whatsoever, don't worry, I got you back. Go ahead and subscribe to Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast YouTube channel page. Make sure you enable alerts alongside with the notification bell, alongside with leaving a like and a comment. Stay tuned for more video content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes that was recorded that will automatically be uploaded to the YouTube channel page of Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast, and it will be uploaded um one day after the recording. So other than that, yes, leave a like and a comment. Make sure you share the videos, share the episodes, download your favorite episodes, and tell a friend to another friend and spread the word. And I will discuss the audio streaming platforms on the go. So let's get to it though, man. So check this out. How am I feeling mentally, physically, and spiritually, you ask? Well, for starters, in honor of my birthday, which is today, I am 37, and I am going to be celebrating my birthday throughout the whole month of January. So, you know what I'm saying? It's not just one day, it's throughout the whole month I'm going to be doing it. And how am I going to celebrate it, you ask? I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm going to basically do some shopping by treating myself. You know what I mean? Just gotta keep it simple for the most part. And mentally, I am doing okay after a week off from recording, which is due to New Year's. So physically, I am okay. Spiritually, I am doing fantastic. So you know what I'm saying? And you know, hold on, man. Let me just say something about what certain people were telling me and stuff like that. Um, the other day, I remember I was talking to a cousin of mine from Rosedale, Queens, and what he told me was very true because, and I have to say, he's right. I'm only a human being. I can't cater to everybody as far as like anything goes. Um, I can't cater to everybody because it's it's basically not easy trying to you know spend time with everybody. It's not easy. I mean, you know what I'm saying? and for the most part, someone was asking me during the group chat in terms of why I'm pushing myself with 3 podcast shows and stuff like that. Look, the thing is, it because it's all about consistency. It's all about being able to, follow your goals and dreams, and that's what I've been doing. And for me, it's very therapeutic because it's basically, a distraction from any other annoying individuals, which I shall not name anybody on here. So um I wanted to do something very light to get my mind off the news. Because a lot of times when you watch the news, it's like they'll actually, put you through fear. And for the most part, um I try not to. It's hard not letting certain things get to you, and and it's okay because you're human. You're allowed to feel. You're allowed to, you know, you're allowed to see. You're allowed to hear. You're allowed to taste, and you're allowed to touch, which is the 5 senses of what we learned when we was in school over the years. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I am in, good spirits right now. Now, before we even start the show, in case you're wondering what's going on in the background of my room, my sister bought me a birthday present, and it's a light box, as you can see, that's flashing through um in the background. Is um, and I want to say thank you to Mimi for actually, you know, putting thought into this. It's not about the material things. It's the thought that counts, and she did that. And yes, let me give a shout out and applause to my sister Mimi real quick though, man, because I really love her very much. And yeah, and even though we haven't really seen each other face to face because of the slamdemic that's going on with all these crazy strands of viruses and stuff like that, it's been kind of difficult. That's why I don't really get out much, because of the fact that, you know I don't want to be around certain individuals who are not vaccinated, because y- 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 I don't want to waste my energy on certain people who is not clean. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Not just clean, but, you know, making sure that they don't have a disease. That's what I'm saying. You know, um, and yeah. So let me just start the show by saying thank you to my sister Mimi for giving me this gift, and I'm actually using it right now as a thank you. I love you very much, Mimi. And if you're listening to this podcast, you mean the world to me, and it really means a lot that you thought about me. So thank you so much. Okay. I hope everybody enjoyed their Christmas and New Year's. I'm pretty sure everybody went out to Times Square to see the ball drop. Um, I tried to watch it on TV, but I kind of dozed off to sleep because I was basically trying to get ready for work the next day. So, usually around New Year's, not too many stores are busy during New Year's Day. So, and I guess the only thing I probably hate is when the buses are weekend schedule, which is a Saturday. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure it happens to everybody. You know what I mean? So anyway, enough about that. Now we're going to have some reviews on some movies, the best the the best what is it? The best movies of 2021, or better yet, if I'm not mistaken, the funniest TV shows of 2021 rather. And of course we got some music artists to go over, so we're going to go over the first film that came out in 2019 called The Addams Family. All right. And that's going to be part of our what is it? Hold on a second. And that's going to hold on a second, guys. And that's going to be part of our segment called the Chillax Man Cave Popcorn Lounge, which is basically about um the TV shows and the movies that we're going to go over. So just stay with me here. Um anyway, we're going to get into this. All right. So our first film we're going to be reviewing comes from a 2019 The Addams Family. So check this. So listen to this. All right. So The Addams Family is a 2019 computer animated supernatural black comedy film directed by Conrad Vernon and Greg T. No Tiernan, and based on the characters created by Charles Addams. The film the film stars the voices of Oscar Isaac, Charlize Theron, Chloe Grace Moretz, which I didn't even know she was in the Tom and Jerry movie until I saw the trailer. I'll probably review Tom and Jerry in a future episode. So there's Finn Wolfhard. 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 Oh wow. Oh man. So we got Nick Kroll. Oh man. Snoop Dogg is in the movie. Did not know he was in it. Bette Milder and Allison Janney. Okay. Yes, here we go. And of course, the budget is $24 million. In the box office, it made $203.7 million. So the film was theatrically released in the United States and in Canada by United Artists, releasing on October 11th, 2019. It received mixed reviews from critics for its narrative and screenplay, though the performances and animation were praised and grossed $203 million on a $24 million budget. Now, as for the music, let's see. As for the music, we have the Migos, Carol G, Snoop Dogg, and Rock Mafia. Yo, Mark Rock. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is this guy named Rock Mafia? I'm like, wait a minute. Who is this? Who is this? Oh, okay. An American record production songwriting team consisting of Tim James and Antonia Amato. Oh wow. who have been active since the early 2000s. They have written and produced 38 top 10 singles and have sold over 50 million records worldwide. They have worked with artists such as Eminem, Marshmello. Oh, wow. Marshmallow. I just finished eating, guys. I just finished eating though, man. You know what I'm saying? Um oh man. Um so Quavo, Diplo, Illenium, Zed, Gwen Stefani, Young Thug, Tiesto, No Doubt, Wyclef, Green Day, Mariah Carey, Justin Bieber, Hoku, Flowrider, um, Ellie Goulding, Aura Dion, Tokyo Hotel. Oh my gosh, that's funny, right? And then BB Rexa and Armin van Buren. Oh wow. In the 2000s, they worked ex- extensively with Disney stars signed to Hollywood Records, mainly Miley Cyrus and Vanessa Hudgens, Demi Lovato, and Selena Gomez. Aside from their production work, the duo have released one mixtape and a string of singles, most notably The Big Bang and Morning Sun featuring Miley Cyrus. So that's basically the people in Rock Mafia, right? Um anyway, so yeah, so they recorded a song for the film called My Family, which was released on September 13th, 2019, and plays during the end credits, while Christina Aguilera released the song Haunted Heart from the film's soundtrack on September 27th, 2019, which plays in the film's opening. Um, Heath is Human created an updated version of Vic Mizzy's original theme song that plays at the film's ending. Let's see. Yeah, we're not gonna go over the marketing. So let's go over the reception. Okay, so we talk about the box office. The Addams Family grossed $100 million in the United States and Canada and 103 million in other territories for a worldwide total of $203 million. Um, Deadline Hollywood calculated the net profit of the film to be 76 million when factoring together all expenses and revenues. In the United States and Canada, the film was released alongside Gemini Man and Jexy and was projected to gross 28 to 30 million from 4,007 theaters in its opening weekend. The film made 9.7 million on its first day, including 1.25 million from Thursday night previews. It went on to debut to 30.3 million, finishing second behind Hold Over Joker, which is by Joaquin Phoenix. It made 16.3 million in its second weekend, 12 million in its third, and 8.2 million in its fourth, finishing fourth, third, and sixth respectively. Critical response on review aggregation website Rotten Tomatoes, the film holds an approval rating of 45% and an average rating of 5.3 out of 10 based on 157 reviews. The website's critical consensus reads: The Addams Family's starry voice cast and eye-catching animation aren't enough to outweigh its um um sac saccharine saccharine um handling of the delightfully dark source material. On Metacritic, the film has a weighted average score of 46 out of 100, based on 22 critics, indicating mixed or average reviews. Audiences polled by CinemaScore gave the film an average grade of B plus on an A plus to F scale, while Post Track reported that surveyed children and parents gave it 4 and 3.5 out of 5 stars, respectively. So we go to the accolades. 2019 HMMA Award. Um, Best Original Song Animated Haunted Heart, Christina Aguilera, um, Antonia Amato, written by Tim James, um, and the 2021 Saturn Awards, which I never really watched that, by the way. Best Animated Film and The Addams Family basically got nominated, of course. And yeah, I will go over the sequel to The Addams Family next. So on October 15, 2019, it was announced by Metro Goldwyn Mayer that a sequel was scheduled for release on October 22nd, 2021, with Conrad Vernon and Greg Tiernan reprising their roles as co-directors, and Cinesite Studios returning as animators. On October 8th, 2020, Bill Hader and Javon Warner Whoa, wait a minute. Javon Warner Walton. Oh shit. Oh shit. Join the cast. Hader voices a new character named Cyrus, while Walton replaces Finn Wolfhard. Wolfhard. Oh man, Wolfhard. That's funny, man. Oh man. As the voice of Pugsley. It was also pushed forward 2 weeks to October 8th, 2021. On January 21st, 2021, it was again pushed forward 1 week to October 1st, 2021, allowing another MGM film, No Time to Die, to take over the slot. In July 2021, Wallace Shawn was revealed to have voiced a new character for the film. In August 2021, the film shifted its release for a simultaneous premium video on demand rental and theatrical release on the October 1st date in the United States and Canada due to the COVID-19 pandemic, actually slamdemic, and the rising cases of the SARS-CoV-2 Delta variant. Damn you. Now we go to the sequel. The Addams Family 2 is a 2021 computer animated supernatural black comedy role film directed by Greg Tiernan and Conrad Vernon, co-directed by Laura Brossow and Kevin Pavlovic. 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 Um, Written by Dan Hernandez, Banji Submit, Ben Queen, and Susanna Fogel, with a story by Hernandez and Submit. Submit. Oh man. And based on the characters created by Charles Adams, it is the standalone sequel to the 2019 film The Addams Family, and stars the voices of Oscar Isaac, Charlize Theron, Chloe Grace Moretz, Nick Kroll, Snoop Dogg, Betty Midler, Javon Walton, Bill Hader, and Wallace Shawn. It tells the story of the Addams family as they go on a road trip. Ooh. This should be fun. Okay, so not sure what the budget is, but so so the film was theatrically released in the United States by United Artists, releasing on October 1st, 2021, followed by an international release by Universal Pictures on October 8th. It also became available for online rental on the same day in the United States and Canada due to the COVID-19 slamdemic and cases of the SARS-CoV-2 Delta variant. The film has grossed over $110 million and received generally negative reviews from critics who criticized the humor and story. Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would do that, man. Fuck the critics. Um, so the box office as of December 5th, 2021, The Addams Family 2 has grossed $56.5 million in the United States and Canada and 53.8 million in other territories for a worldwide total of $110.2 million. In the United States and Canada, The Addams Family was released alongside Venom, Let There Be Carnage, and The Many Saints of Newark, and was projected to gross 15 to 17 million from 4,207 theaters in its opening weekend. The film made 5.5 million on its first day, including $550,000 from Thursday night previews. It went on to debut to 17.3 million, finishing second behind Let There Be Carnage, the Venom sequel. Um, the film dropped 42% in its second weekend to 10 million, finishing third. It finished in fourth place during its third weekend at the box office, declining 30% to $7.1 million. Critical response. On review aggregation website Rotten Tomatoes, the film holds an approval rating of 30% based on 101 reviews, with an average rating of 4.60 out of 10. The website's critical consensus reads altogether ooky and not in a good way. Damn. Why does it have to be ooky, man? Oh shit. Oh shit. Metacritic assigned the film a weighted average score of 37 out of 100 based on 23 critics, indicating generally unfavorable reviews. Audiences polled by CinemaScore gave the film an average grade of a B on an A plus to F scale, while those at Post Track gave it an 87% positive score, with 73% saying they would definitely recommend it. Owen Gleiberman, a Variety, wrote about the film in quote, "It's in the nature of most animated sequels to struggle to recapture the full charm of the original hit. But in the case of the Addams Family 2, Tiernan and Vernon have used the sequel as an opportunity for an upgrade. The script is by an entirely new team, and in some ineffable bats in the in the belfry." Wait. Hold on. Did he just say bats in the belfry? Yo, what the hell does that even mean? What the hell, man? Um, way the jokes now land with a more inspired and spontaneous creepy kookiness. Savannah Lee of Parent Previews criticized the film by its creepy and kookiness and wrote, "I didn't see the 2019 version of The Addams Family because it didn't look appealing and my son was too young to clamor for it." Um, really. I read a quick plot synopsis to get myself caught up, but I probably didn't need to. This movie has little, if anything, to do with the previous installments, so you can just jump right in if you so choose, rather. So now Minow of RogerEbert.com gave a 3 out of 5 stars and wrote, in quote, an intrusive product placement billboard would trigger the irritation viewers may have with the odd cross promotion in television commercials on behalf of both this movie and an insurance company. Of more concern, parents may get some tough questions due to the paternity issues raised by the film, including DNA tests, the issues of who a child belongs to, and what biology has to do with identity will be a concern for some families. I don't know about all this though, man, but I think people who actually go see the movie, would actually think the opposite. Some would think the opposite because hold on. Let me say something. Hold on a minute here. Hold on, let me say something real quick. Listen, folks, if you go to a movie to, to see a film, right? Don't worry about the fucking critics, okay? Don't worry about the damn critics, man, because they just old hags who basically like to spread miserable shit. Okay? They're just on a fucking midlife crisis, just like anybody else. So go there to watch any film for you, not for the fucking critics, man. Okay, now that I got my thought out the way, let's keep going. Sandy and Gallo Chan of Common Sense Media. Oh shit. Common Sense Media. Oh my gosh. How many times do I have to say this, man? Common sense is not always common. Yeah. Common Sense Media gave the film 3 stars out of 5 and wrote, in quote, silly sequel focuses on family love, peril, and some racy jokes. Megan Navarro of Bloody Disgusting gave 2 bones out of 5 and wrote, in quote, the Addams Family 2 might change its scenery, but it doesn't deviate from its approach. It's still a ridiculous, straightforward animated update to an enduring property. Grown-ups made this own this take on the Addams Family, but it was never meant for adults anyway. This focuses solely on tickling the funny bone of the youngest of audiences. In other words, it's not a great movie, but it likely succeeds in its goal as a manic comedy bit for children. That it steps further away from a grim aesthetic means it's a far more anemic getaway into the genre than before. Molly Freeman of Screen Rant called the film um a shallow continuation that spends too much time on unconnected hijinks, resulting in an uneven sequel with much less heart. And the accolades, Michael and Jeff Donna won the award for original score animated film at the 12th Hollywood Music and Media Awards in 2021. Yes. And there you have it right there, though, man. Another movie that I never got a chance to review is Booty Call. Yeah, I seen this film years ago. You know what I mean? So here we go. Booty Call is a 1997 American buddy comedy film written by J. Stanford Parker. Not not to be confused with the Stanford in Connecticut, folks. And Takashi Bufford, and directed by Jeff Pollock. The film stars Jamie Foxx, Tommy Davidson, Vivica A. Fox, and Tamala Jones. Okay. Um. So yeah, we're gonna go over. We'll go over. No. Yeah, I don't think there's the damn. Okay, main article for the soundtrack. All right, we're gonna go over that. Booty Call, the original motion picture soundtrack, is the soundtrack to the 1997 film Booty Call, which is rated R. Um, it was released on February 25th, 1997 through Jive Records, excuse me, and consisted of a blend of contemporary R&B and hip hop. The soundtrack was a success, peaking at 24 on the Billboard 200 and 4 on the top R&B hip hop albums. It was first certified gold on April 28th, 1997, before earning a platinum certification on November 18th, 1998. Okay. Damn. Are you serious? Are you serious? Okay, so singles Call Me, Can We by SWV. I don't want to be a player, of course. Already, yeah. That's Joe. Professional ratings. Um, source rating, all music 4 stars. 3 singles also made it to the charts: Call Me by Too Short and Little Kim, Can We by SWV featuring Missy Elliott, and Don't Want to Be a Player by Joe. Okay, let's go to the track listing. Yes, Can We, which is SWV and Missy Elliott, Don't Want to Be a Player, Joe. Of course, R. Kelly, Baby, 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 Fire and Desire, Johnny Gill and Coco, um, Don't Stop, Don't Quit, One Accord, Feel Good, Silk, Hold That Thought, Gerald Levert, late great Gerald Levert. Let me see you squirrel. What? Oh shit. Oh shit. Hold on a minute. Stay with me as I take a drink. All right. Um Squirrel is his name. I can't believe you named yourself Squirrel, man. Oh man. So Backstreet Boys, If You Stay, Call Me by Too Short and Lil Kim, Don't Blame It on Me, Be Legit and E40, I'll Be Your Huckleberry, D Shot, E40 and Levity, Plan Up Your Family, KRS-One, Chocolate LA Gans, Looking for Love, um, Whitey Dunn. Oh shit. When I rise crooked. Oh shit. Let's go to the charts, man. Okay, weekly charts for 1997, US Billboard 200, 224, which is the peak position. US top R&B and hip hop albums, also Billboard, which is 4. Year end charts 1987, US Billboard 200, 118, US top R&B and hip hop albums Billboard 30. Okay, where was I? Right, right. Let's go to the reception right here. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 25% rating based on reviews from 12 critics. Cisco and Ebert gave the film 2 thumbs up. They praised the vulgar humor, comparing it to Beavis and Butthead. Excuse me. Ebert, in particular, said the scenes involving Nikki's pet, Jack Russell Terrier, were very, very funny. Jack Russell Terrier. Wait, what? Hold up. Oh, that's what that is. Okay, gotcha. Um, yeah. In their review, the New York Times stated the contemporary sex farce directed by Jeff Pollock has the attention span of a hyperactive child. In a 1997 interview with Charlie Rose, black actor and filmmaker Charles S. Dutton criticized young African Americans who went to see Booty Call rather than the historical drama Rosewood, which was released around the same time. See, I don't know, man. I don't even think anybody would be in tune to be watching Rosewood, which is which last time I checked is like a fucking 2 hour movie. Um so I don't know, man. Like I don't know about all that though, man. So um anyway, man. So the next one is about the 15 funniest TV shows of 2021. Okay, and this is according to pacemagazine.com, folks, so don't worry. Um I'll fill you in. Don't worry, it's okay to laugh. Yeah, these times aren't great and haven't been for many years at this point, but we got to take peace where we can. That can mean family or faith or creativity, but it can be no but it can also mean passively consuming whatever kind of entertainment you are into. Maybe that's comedy. I mean, everybody should like some kind of comedy. If you know somebody who says they don't like comedy, you might want to let somebody else know. Become That's a worrisome sign right here. Okay, we're not on mute, folks, so we're good. Right there. Comedy isn't just about laughter, of course. Most of the shows on this list can be as poignant as any drama and as tender as any romance. Comedy can and should run the full gamut of emotions because it only makes a joke land even harder when it comes from a place of true feeling. Take the McGruber series, for instance. His constant double intenders and inappropriate sex jokes wouldn't touch us as much as if we didn't believe he truly felt heartbroken over his partner, Vicky St. Elmo, marrying somebody else. I'd rather leave a spoiler alert before giving away a plot point like that. But I don't think there's anybody in the world who'd get angry about MacGruber spoilers. Okay, so yeah, these shows made us laugh and they made us feel, and that made us laugh even more, which was very important in a year that otherwise gave us a very very little to laugh about. Thank you, TV. So this is number 15 girls for 5 at Eva, whatever that is. So this is the creator of Meredith Scardino. The network is Peacock, and this is season 1. Between Girls 5 Eva and AP bio. Paula Pell is the comedy queen of Peacock. The longtime SNL writer stars alongside Busy Phillips, Hamilton's Renee Elise Goldsberry, and singer-songwriter Sarah Bareilles as the members of a minor girl group from the 90s, mounting an improbable reunion in this sitcom from former Letterman, Colbert Report, and Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt writer Meredith Scardino. Adjacent to the world in Tina Fey sitcoms, she's a producer and actually appears in the show as Dolly Parton. Um, Girls 5 Eva has a similar feel to Schmidt or 30 Rock, but a slower pace, which works to its advantage. It's a canny, clever look at pop culture in both the 90s and today, and a must watch for comedy fans with Peacock subscriptions, um, by Garrett Martin. Number 14, AP Bio, also on Peacock. Creator Michael Bryan, season 4. AP Bio has quietly become one of the best sitcoms on TV today due to the strength of its ensemble. Its fourth season is its second one to air exclusively on Peacock, and also its final season overall, which is a shame as Michael Bryan's absurd high school sitcom was one of the funniest and most underrated on TV the last few years. At least it went out on a high note. Season 4 was as hilarious as any other, with Glenn Howerton, Patton Oswalt, and Paula Pell once again leading a top-notch ensemble that includes the best collection of high school students since Freaks and Geeks. Let's all pour one out for Whitlock High. Garrett Martin. Um Number 13, Resident Alien. Resident Alien, what the hell? Oh shit. oh my oh my fucking gosh. So creator is Chris Sheridan, Network Sci-Fi season 1. 2021 was a lot, but our prescription is to take a regular dose of Alan Tudyk in Resident Alien. The fantastically talented Tudyk finally gets to lead his own show in essentially a dual role as Dr. Harry Vander 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 Spiegel. There we go. And the alien who has secretly crash landed on Earth and assumed the dead doctor's appearance for safety. Much actual hilarity does ensue when the imposing local sheriff Corey Reynolds demands Vander Spiegel's help in solving the murder of the lone town doctor in nearby Colorado. Patience, Colorado. Whoa. Patience, Colorado. oh shit. Oh shit. Stay with me, folks. I'm just getting some laughs here, man. I need this. In honor of my birthday, man. I need this. oh shit. That's fucking hilarious, man. With an entertaining ensemble of quirky townspeople as support, the series unfolds like the mad cousin of Northern Exposure, matched up with John Carpenter's Starman. And Tudyk is on point, serving up a weekly master's class in physical comedy and pitch perfect line readings. Plus, there's an inspired side plot about a single kid in town who can see what Harry actually is, and their mutual detente of deep dislike and subline. Get on this one. It's the tension release valve you need. Tara Bennett. Stay with me, folks, as I take a drink. Number 12, McGruver. Oh shit. Created by Jorma Tacone. Also on Peacock, season 1. I'm fully prepared for MacGruber to be the most divisive entry on this list. If you've seen MacGruber, the movie, you know exactly what to expect from the Peacock series. It has the same stars, the same lead writers, the same director, and the same tone. That combination of pitch perfect action movie parody and unrepentant, unrelenting, lowbrow silliness. The concept of the MacGruber sketches on SNL was, what if MacGruber was really, really stupid? Oh shit. Oh man. The movie explored the depths of McGruber's stupidity, revealing that he's basically the dumbest kid in your sixth grade class, the one who wasn't smart enough to realize that while he's in public, he should try to hide the obsession with poop and boobs and dick jokes that every 12-year-old boy. every, oh shit. Oh man. Every 12-year-old boy has. Oh boy. McGroup McGruber is unfettered eyed in the body of a murderous man child and played by Will Forte as somebody who can't even begin to moderate their own emotions or impulses or hide what they are thinking at any point in their life. That should make him the worst special forces operative in the world. But MacGruber's utter lack of gall and intelligence somehow turns him into a deadly wrecking ball, not to be confused with Miley Cyrus's song "Wrecking Ball," folks. Um, of international terrorism, able to tear down Cobra style paramilitary cells as ridiculously as possible. MacGruber is absolutely not for everybody, but if you are a fan of Forte and Kristen Wiig at their most, love it. Garrett Martin. Of course, number 11, Saturday Morning All Star Hits. Created by Kyle Mooney, Dave McCary, and Ben Jones on Netflix, season 1. If you grew up watching Saturday morning cartoons on the three major networks, you'll immediately recognize what Saturday Morning All Star Hits is going for. Kyle Mooney plays generic SoCal surfer dude twins named Skip and Trey Bar, the hosts of a fictional Saturday morning block as they introduce a variety of recurrent cartoons. Those short cartoon parodies reference shows like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Thundercats, Care Bears, and Alvin and the Chipmunks, among others, without ever too closely recreating any of them. They all seem a little obvious and predictable in the first episode, but as the storylines carry over and develop throughout the season, they become weirdly specific and absurd. They are not just vaguely recognizable cartoon stereotypes doing this and saying things they never do in real cartoons. but defined characters dealing with dilemmas both realistic and ridiculous. What makes Smash transcend initial expectations is how absurd those stories become over time. This isn't just a case of making old cartoons vulgar and violent. Yes, the show tries to get laughs from those played out toothless shock tactics, but aims for so much more. Mooney and his co-creators have made an entire little pop culture world that closely resembles our own without ever ripping anything off too directly or blatantly. They piece together shards of the junk foisted upon kids 30 years ago to make a surreal kaleidoscope that seems like something we know while also feeling unsettlingly off. It's not a comedy with jokes per se, but one that gets by on the contrast between familiarity and absurdity, on taking something we think we should know and then appending those expectations. It nimbly walks the line between nostalgia and parody, less interested in mocking the specific shows it evokes than that whole area of corporate entertainment and the youth culture it was both reacting to and helping to create. Gary Martin. Number 10, The Great. Created by Tony Mc, McNam, McNamara. McNamara. Here we go. Um, Hulu season 2. As Archie, Adam Godley puts it, Russia, a prehistoric creature, all angers and thoughtless disregard for life, and archaic archaic and selfish, lacking reason. These are the things we must face down metaphorically. But Tony McNamara's bombastic, the Great, returning for another 10 episode on Hulu, faces these things down literally. What makes the show so excellent is not that it solves any of these problems or even comes close. It's that its characters constantly yearn and strive and lash out and cry with a mixture of humor and humanity unlike anything else on television. Perhaps these is nothing more Russian than that. Um, in season 2, we see how the power dynamic has shifted after the success of the coup. The coup. Oh shit. Oh man. So Catherine L. Fanning has Peter Nicholas Holt cornered and imprisoned. This assertion of dominance alongside her pregnancy is enough to control Peter through a love he has now discovered for her and crucially their forthcoming son, um, Paul. But Catherine's feelings for her violent, chaotic husband are similarly complex. And so, The Great Season 2 is essentially a flamboyant Russian divorce of sorts, full of artfully vulgar dialogue, indiscriminate violence. Indiscriminate? What the hell? Oh shit, this is so fucking crazy. And the constant threat of death on all sides from everyone. Like Russia itself, the Great is an amalgam of many desperate, dis disparate parts. It all of which ultimately fall in line if by duty or destiny. Led by an outstanding cast, the series remains a strange, funny, ridiculous, trending carnival of ideas, genres, and characters. It is great in both size and quality, ambitious, reckless, and always a joy. Allison Keene. Number 9, Tucker and Birdie. Oh shit. Creator Lisa Hannawalt. Adult Swim, season 2. Like many Netflix original series, Tuca and Bernie initially fell through the cracks. It wasn't as immediately massively popular as the algorithm requires, and was swiftly canceled less than 3 months after it premiered. But for the fans who were lucky enough to find it, Tuca and Bernie was a unique and groundbreaking series. Adult animation is certainly a thriving genre of television, but there aren't many shows like Tuca and Bernie, whose heartfelt, female driven comedy stands out in the sea of sophomoric humor. The cancellation of a show that felt so personal to so many people was devastating, not to be confused with the fucking Travis Scott song Devastated. Um, Now on Adult Swim, the show has a perceived sense of heightened freedom, with less pressure to appeal to Netflix's entire general audiences. Tuka and Bird, Tuka and Birdie can push its boundaries further, stretching its wings. Tuka and Birdie shines most in its conversations surrounding mental health. Birdie's guilt over her panic attacks and her loved one's desire to still be there for her is a moving arc throughout the series. Creator Lisa Hannah-Walt doesn't shy away from talking about the hardest parts of seeking help for mental health, and the assembly line of comically bad therapist Birdie meets a is a cheeky reminder that there won't be any immediate fixes, no matter how hard we will it into being. In the over 2 years since season one premiered, adult animation has only become an even more saturated market, returning with something to prove. Tuca and Birdie makes it abundantly clear that this show deserved to live another day. The series addresses taboo topics but reminds us of how easy it can be to find humor in these dark moments. Um, Kristen Reed, man, hold on a minute here. Um, Number 8, a Black Lady sketch show created by Robin Thede. HBO season 2. A Black Lady sketch show again and again manages to find ways to comment on the nadirs, nuances, and particularities of Black life in ways that do not make a mockery of Blackness itself. Season two's revolving door of guest stars, including Gabrielle Union, Omarion, which I will talk about the whole misunderstanding of the fucking variant on my other show, off the Meat Rat Chains New York podcast, which I will cover that on the other show. So stay tuned for that one. Um, Amber Riley, Yvette Nicole Brown, Wunmi Mosaki, Ryan Michelle Baif, Miguel Sky Brown. The show's executive producer Issa Rae, who just completed the final season of Insecure, which I wasn't really into it, so I'm not even gonna really review that. Um anyway, um and more play characters who may be rendered ridiculous but are never themselves the joke. It's refreshing. Um It's sharp and above all, it's actually funny. The show is undeniably rewarded cool points for offering new life to the legacy of actually funny sketch comedy shows helmed by black creative teams. Of course, includes In Living Color, Key and Peele, and others. But its relevance isn't grounded in its release during a moment in popular culture where calls for increased representation are made. A Black Lady sketch show stands on its own 2 feet as a meritorious, well crafted variety program. Clever one liners and and quintessentially black references are peppered gracefully throughout seasons two's 6 episodes. In the sketch starring creator Robin Thede and newcomer Lacey Mosley, Thede is an unhappy woman who learns from a psychic that everything went wrong during a childhood game of MASH. This is the reason she doesn't have a Lambo with the suicide doors and did not in fact marry B2K singer Omarion. In another sketch, Mosley tries desperately to hide her half unbraided hair from a booty call. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh man, that shit is funny, man. Um, and yet another a group of women reunite on vacation and excitedly greet one another in ridiculous ways. Um, Chloroforming one another upon arrival and unveiling masks to reveal that they have arrived. The joke is that black women are often so excited to reunite with one another that they squeal sometimes, shimmy, and laugh when seeing one another. This sketch takes that interpersonal social culture and makes light of what others might recognize as disruptive, but what the sketch depicts as hyperbolically joyful. Season two of a Black Lady sketch show is a success. Deed, her fellow leads, and the writing team effectively craft a second season, which further asserts the show's ethos. Um, Overall, it's a proud and well-earned victory lap. A Adesula Thomas. Reservate number 7. Reservation dogs. Oh shit. Oh man. Creators Sterling Harjo and Taika Watiti. FX on Hulu. Season 1. FX has found its niche in town close up, intimate stories extremely well, and Reservation Dogs is no exception. It focuses on four friends, Bear, D. Farrow, Wu, A. Tai. What the hell? Oh man. Alora, Devery Jacobs. Oh man. Willie Jack, Paulina Alexis, and Cheese. Lane Factor. Oh man. Who accidentally formed in an unofficial game dubbed the Reservation Bandits because of their penchant for light crime. Their hope is to get enough money to get to California, an ideal that's always just outreach. The lived in, slightly surrealist comedy is a lo fi exploration of the indigenous community in Oklahoma. Why Oklahoma, man? Don't even ask, man. Um, whose leads shuffle around the res among the misfits and sundries and stumble into a variety of adventures that range from stealing a chip van to dealing with a snarky and overworked healthcare system. FX has touted reservation dogs created by Sterling Harjo and Taika Waititi as revolutionary. I don't know why they described it that, but I'm not too sure about that one right there, folks. Um, in many ways, it features an all indigenous writers' room for one, but the show makes its boldest statement by not feeling like it's making a statement at all. It's an easygoing, foul, and funny, specific, and accessible. It's not about the kids being noble heroes or crime loving villains. They're just people, but they're also indigenous people, which does mean something and is all too rare to see on television, especially portrayed in such a wonderfully casual way. Look, man, all the years of me meeting people, I can't really recall anybody telling me that they're indigenous, okay? I don't recall that, so I can't really relate to this shit. So that's just me. Um yeah, that's just me right there, man. Um okay. Um but more than anything, Reservation Dogs is a language series that moves at an unhurried pace. The kids make plans, scrunch for food, wander around, get into fights. They don't talk or act like adults, and they are not beaten down by cynicism. They have hopes and dreams, a love for family, an unironic embrace of community, and make a lot of silly mistakes. To say there's an innocence or even wholesomeness to Reservation Dogs would not be quite hit the mark on how casualty crash the show can be. But like its leads, it has a good heart. The ultimate, no, excuse me. The friends are trying their best and hold each other close, even as they rib. Wait, even as they rib one another for their choices. Rib one another. What the hell does that even mean? What the hell, man? This is fucking ridiculous. This is fucking laughable, folks. I can't even fathom this one, man. um, I can't even fathom this shit though, man. Let me see. Where did wait. Um, wait. Yeah. It's this balance that the show gets so right. Not overly precious nor incredibly vulgar. Just truth with an edge. Or as they would say, love you, bitch. Allison King. Oh my gosh. Number 6. Ziwi. Ziwi. Um, yeah, created by Ziwi herself. Showtime, season one. One of Ziwi's greatest comedic strengths is understanding how to employ humor through various means, music, sketch comedy, interviews, etc., to highlight the absurdity of our American reality and the fundamental discomfort people have with discussing this nation's legacy of racism, sexism, and injustice on the whole. On her Instagram live series, Baited with Ziwi interviewed iconic guests like internet celebrity Caroline Calloway, Alyssa Milano, and slave playwright Jeremy O. Harris, among others. What? Through the series and its increased popularity during the summer of 2020, Ziwi became renowned for unabashedly asking her predominantly white guests confrontational questions about race. Sheesh. That's one of the fucking heated topics, man. Yo, that's one of the fucking heated topics, man. Like, I don't know, man. This is why I stay away from tough subjects like this, man. Because look, folks. It's very hard to relate to everybody's story, man. Not everybody has the same storyline of what it was like being racially profiled. You know what I'm saying? And you know, for the simple fact that um Z-Way is actually going there and stuff like that. Of course, it's basically, it's basically a good thing in a way, but for me, I don't have the same storyline. I don't have the same story as everyone else, man. You know what I mean? I don't have the same storyline. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm just a regular man that tries to, avoid certain confrontations and shit, man. You know what I mean? I ain't got time to be fighting nobody, man, off of racist shit. I don't got time for that, man. I got too much going on for me, not just going to work at the supermarket, but also trying to push 3 shows of podcasting of what I'm trying to do that's under my belt, all right? So that's my take on that shit though, man. So so you can either take it with a grain of salt or you could just, flush it down the toilet. Water go down the hole. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, man. Um oh my gosh. This is crazy. This is very crazy, man. You know what I mean? Um yeah. So because of this brand of humor and her refusal to hand anyone an alley cookie, alley cookie. Oh man, for the basic interpersonal decency, some might misinterpret Z-Way's satire as elevated trolling, bullying, masquerading as niche comedy. But if one only looks closely enough, it becomes abundantly clear that Ziwi is deeply uninterested in tearing any individual guest down, but rather drawing attention to the discomfort people have with the possibility of discomfort itself. Her comedy is crafted to showcase how fearful people are of saying the wrong thing or revealing gaps in their knowledge. Ziwi's comedy im- implicitly asks, why are people more afraid of appearing racist, sexist, etc., than actually being any of those things? When Ziwi asks, what the fuck is a deductible? What? In, in deductible, what the hell? Oh shit. Oh my gosh. Oh, inductible. Why the fuck is inductible? Oh my god. What did you really have to ask what the fuck is deductible? Are you serious? Tell me your ass ain't joking, man. Oh man. Over a trap beat, it's because that a funny thing to do. But it also gives listeners time to reckon with the fact that healthcare in America is so unnecessary, complicated, and inaccessible that it took a talented comedian and a trap beat for them to sit and intentionally ask themselves why and question if it has to be um a D Sola Thomas. Oh gosh. Number five, the other two, created by Chris Kelly and Sarah Schneider, HBO Max season two. Beyond its talented cast and sharp writing, what sets the other two apart is its ability to deliver pointed satire in a way that remains grounded and human. A debate has long raged about whether Ted Lasso's too um saturated. The other two has an ideal mix of bitterness and something that isn't quite sweetness, but still isn't stressful or depressing. If you like your comedy to have an acidic bite to it, but struggle with the overwhelming negativity and discomfort of most cringe comedy, um, the other two might be what you are looking for. Okay, the key is that the relationships between the central family are rooted in something resembling reality. They can occasionally engage in ridiculous behavior or brush up against absurd situations, but those almost always grow out of the show's satire and, oh, excuse me, of the entertainment business. The Dubek clan interacts with each other in a recognizably human way. Despite his instant superstardom, teenage Chase Dubek, um, of course, a Bieberish viral pop star known as Chase Dreams. Chase Dreams. Oh shit. Chase Dreams. Oh man, that's funny. Um, yeah, Chase Dreams remains a good-natured kid with typical teenage interests who generally loves his mom and siblings. Molly Shannon finds the soul in what could have been a stereotype of a middle-aged suburban woman, even as she becomes an amazingly successful daytime talk show host in season two. And although Yorkie and Tarver's characters who are drifting in both their lives and careers can be selfish, petty, and immature. They aren't the utterly immoral cartoon characters you'll often find in similar shows. Brooke and Kari Dubek aren't David Brent from The Office or Dennis Reynolds from It's Always Sunny. They are believable adults who are just getting old enough to realize they'll probably never achieve their dreams and ambitions. And although that can make them act in desperate, embarrassing, or even deplorable ways, it doesn't make them bad people. Garrett Martin. Number four, Joe Pera talks with you. Adult Swim, created by Joe Pera himself. Um, so At the start of Joe Parrot Talks with You's third season, Joe's friend Gene calls him a person of integrity who likes describing things. It's a funny line, but also an accurate description of Parrot's persona. Joe Parra, as a character and presumably as a person, has always fundamentally decent, a good natured and well meaning guy who looks for the best in people and is always excited to share his knowledge with them. But in a genial genial low key way that never comes off as arrogant or annoying. The third season immediately reestablishes that tone in the first episode when Joe helps Gene search for the perfect retirement chair, um, regaling the viewer with long, slow, adoring shots of different recliners. While Joe explains what's special about them, it's often noted that Joe Pera Talks with You is a crucial source of calm and positivity during an incredibly angry and chaotic time. And Joe quietly talking over footage of Lazy Boys proves that it's still as true as ever. There's always been a surprising bit of depth beneath Joe Perry's celebration of the everyday. But the show's emotional power and subtle insight into human nature has grown more evident and more profound with each season. You see it in the deepening depression of the alcoholic and emotionally inert Mike Melsky, played by Connor O'Malley, a master of depicting broken masculinity. Oh gosh. Oh my fucking gosh, man. And then Joe finally moving on from the loss of his grandmother. It's most clear with Sarah, Joe Firestone. not not to be confused with the fucking Firestone tires, folks. Grappling. Oh shit. Oh man. Okay, grappling with her fears and her mental health. It's made Joe Paratalks with You not just one of the funniest and most heartfelt shows on TV, but also one of the most perceptive and powerful as well. Garrett Martin. Number three, How How to with John Wilson, also created by John Wilson himself. HBO season 2. The first season of How to with John Wilson ended with the first genuine essential creative work about the pandemic, which I call it the slamdemic. John Wilson captured the confusion and fear of the early weeks of the coronavirus exactly as we felt them at the time. First, barely aware anything was happening, then starting to notice subtle weirdness creeping in on the edges before suddenly dealing with what felt like an avalanche of panic and paranoia. It was like a dam burst, and the always filming Wilson was there to get it on tape without even realizing it. The second season of How to doesn't capture anything as seismic as that, but it's a better season overall. Stay with me, folks, as I take a drink. Ah, boy. Yes. Yeah. Where was I? Hold on. Yes, the second season of How To doesn't capture anything as seismic as that, but it's a better season overall. It launched as a fully realized, deeply absurd show, and yet it's somehow grown only more confident in its execution and cleverer in how it uses Wilson's copious backlog of video footage to reinforce his observations on life and society. Excuse me. Perhaps the addition of Connor O'Malley and Susan Orlean, not New Orleans, folks, to the writers' room elevated what was already one of the smartest and funny shows on TV, or perhaps producing the first season, helped Wilson refine what he was hoping to do and say with the show. Either way, the second season of How to takes us on an unexpected and unpredictable journey every episode. without ever feeling forced or dishonest. How to with John Wilson feels less like an intentionally produced show, less like something that's been written and edited with a specific direction in mind, and more like one individual's internal thought process being directly onto our TV screen. It's deeply personal but full of universal insight and humor, which is the sweet spot where the best art and comedy lands. Gary Martin. Number two, What We Do in the Shadows. Jermaine Clement is the creator. FX season 3. What We Do in the Shadows season 3 finds the vampires as well as Guillermo a little more introspective as they go about their daily routines. Just a little. They begin exploring their past and their very roots in new ways and take on new, hilariously unearned positions, um, unearned positions within the Vampires Council. Expanding the show's world in this way is the right move, giving further bizarre context to our leads so that they are more than excellent punchlines and outrageous accents. Any good fantasy or supernatural series needs to come stocked with lore. And the way we do in the shadows continues to weave these elements and makes the jokes land even harder. The new season does reintroduce some other natural supernatural factions, but for the most part, it's interested in small stories that really play to the well thorn strengths of its excellent cast. Kevin Novak gets to do some incredible impressions. Mark Prox um, explores a whole new side of Colin's energy vampirism. Natasha Dimitro radiates power. Harvey Gillian, Holly, yeah, remains the show's heart and soul. And Matt Berry has the best line readings in all of television. What we do in the shadows, confidence is clear and it's operating on its own terms. It does its best work that way, especially as it balances the particular strangeness of the vampire world with the everyday mundanity of ours. It's always a treat to see the vampires move between those spaces. That's the creating the ancient traditions of their kind, mostly on accent and meeting a range of confusion, politeness, or curious acceptance when traveling to, say, Atlantic City. So, yes, what we do in the shadows is still very, very good, maybe even better than ever. Allison Keene. And finally, number one, I think you should leave with Tim Robinson, created by Zach Kanan and Tim Robinson. Netflix season 2. The second season of Tim Robinson's beloved sketch show has the same fascination with embarrassment and the failure to read social cues that drove the first season. Once again, a typical sketch revolves around a character often played by Robinson, occasionally by a guest star like Tim Heidecker or Patty Harrison or Bob Odenkirk, who does something inappropriate, embarrassing, or simply weird in public, and then doubles down on it, refusing to acknowledge any weirdness or wrongdoing, no matter how much pressure or criticism they get from others. It's a pattern that still works, and the show veers away from it just enough to keep it fresh throughout the second season. Um, Despite how that might sound, I think you should leave isn't really cringe comedy. It's too absurd for that. The situation's too pointedly cartoonish. Also, instead of The Office's Michael Scott realizing he overstepped, broadcasting his discomfort, and ultimately being portrayed as a well meaning and fundamentally likable person. Robinson's character are usually unhinged, and with almost no degree of self awareness, it elevates the comic stakes past mere discomfort and into something far more inspired. Robinson and his co writers, of course, which includes the show's co-creators Zach Kanan and MacGruber co-writer John Solomon, make comedy that's very specific and focused, and yet whose basic ideas can be applied to an almost endless spectrum of concepts and situations. I don't see any reason I think you should leave. Couldn't continue on for several seasons to come, as long as the show is able to avoid the backlash and online criticism that seems to be the fate of anything that gains any modicum of success these days. If you're worried, I think you should leave. Second season will disappoint you. Don't. It's still tremendous. Garrett Martin. Okay. Okay. We are going to go to our next segment in regards to a segment that I like to call Music Kool-Aid. Yes, that's exactly right. Music Kool-Aid. Um, and you know what it is, folks. Um, we go over the bodies of work of music artists, whether they have like albums, EPs. I haven't touched on mixtapes because I haven't really listened to mixtapes in a long time, so maybe I might do that in the near future. I'm not sure, but um you know what, we're gonna go review some artists, and our first music artist is Crazy Lil Ari right here. Um, Hang on a minute here. All right. Um, okay, so in a bio, basically, welcome to my Spotify page. I just want to let you guys know I appreciate your support so much. I'm always here for each and every one of you, and I would love for all of us to have a great friendship with each other. So let me introduce myself. I'm Ari. She's a singer, songwriter, and I'm just looking forward to my music touching every girl in the world and lifting their spirits somehow. And of course, her socials, you can also follow her at on Instagram, Crazy Lil Ari, same name as Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. So we go over her discography, which is the singles. The singles is from 2019, which is Swish. 2020, what I've been missing. One for me. Wait a second. Wait a second. Let me make sure I ain't missing anything. Yeah, one for me, and then there's Leave. Um, Rolling, which is also in 2020. Eat It, which is one of the singles I actually listened to. Um, and of course the latest from December 17th of last year. Can you hear me? Um, Let me see. And you know, you know what though, man? As I listen to people in their music journey and stuff. I actually would like to actually say that this is pretty dope, man. This is pretty dope. And I really hope that I really hope that you have some success in your music journey, and I hope you continue to be yourself, be authentic, and of course inspire people, because we need more inspiring people like you out there. All right. So basically, your singles and of course your bodies of work is appreciated, and it's dope, and it's lit, and it is a masterpiece. So there you go. And make sure you guys follow her on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok, which is Crazy Little Ari. All right. And make sure you guys listen to her singles on Spotify and whatever music platforms you listen to music. Last but not least, um we have a new music artist right there who I actually watched from 17 Live, actually, through the live stream and stuff. So her name is Niah Faye. And this is her bio. So listen. Having used an iPhone as her first mic, Niah Faye is no stranger to the phrase "work with what you got." Faye started out singing in the field of her elementary school with some friends in Modesto, California, but she truly began to develop her sound in Stockton. Singing in the car with her dad allowed her a space to sing and grow without judgment, and exposed her to country, local rappers, R&B, and rock, among many other genres. Though she is a new face on stream platforms, her heart has always been in the music. It's something that shaped her, being a major proponent of her healing and a way to spread the love that has been so generously shared with her. With all of the growing her sound has left to do, the Santa Cruz student continues to grind out from her makeshift dorm room studio. And I love being a powerful brown girl, and I know God gave me this voice to speak out about my experience as one. We're a beautiful breed with a brutal reality, and music is my way of loving, learning, and growing through it. Wow. Wow. Um, okay. So we're gonna go over her discography. I will get to her Instagram handles in a second. Of course, this is one of the singles from 2020, Banana Cream Pie. Also another single, Heartbreaker Holiday Collection, which has 3 songs, which is Cookies, Return to Sender, and Candy Cane. And last but not least, her latest single that I seen on YouTube is called Entertainer, which was released December 17th, 2021. Now, now we could go to her Instagram handle right here. I am gladly to actually inform you guys a way you can follow her and stuff. So here we go. Just a second. Um okay. Of course you could follow her. Of course you could follow Niah Faye on Instagram. And basically and basically you could listen to our music on any music streaming platform and stuff. So there you have it right there. All right. And that was your episode 40. Okay? Episode 40 is in the books. Hold on. Hold on a second. Yes, episode 40 is in the books right now, man. And that's it. You guys liked what you heard in today's show or any previous episodes whatsoever, feel free to show some love by making a charitable donation to my Cash App, which is G Money $ G Money Stacks 555. That's $ capital G lowercase MONEY capital S lowercase TACKZ 555. Once again, it's not about breaking the bank, folks. It's all about doing what you can, and whatever amount of money you are comfortable with will be appreciated. All right. So there you go. There you go, right there. You can follow the show Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast on Instagram, which is what I'm using to do the live stream on, folks. So if you know what I mean, and also you can follow me. And, matter of fact, let me just get to the other two shows, okay? You can also follow my other show, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Podcast. I just recorded episode 8. Episode 8 will be it's on YouTube right now. The audio episode will be released on Thursday. And also I'm gonna do a little reminder on stuff, all right? So just stay with me. And also you can follow the number one show that just made it to 100 episodes, which is Off the Meat Rack Chains New York Podcast on Facebook and Instagram, all right? And you can also follow me on the gram, which is G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. Also, don't forget to follow the two music artists that I just reviewed their music and stuff like that. By the way, the singles that I just listened to on Niah Faye's Spotify and stuff, it's also a masterpiece, and it's heartfelt to me. You know what I mean? Of course, she's a storyteller, and of course, in the future, hopefully, she'll make an album or EP. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what's in store for Niah Faye and what's in store for Crazy Lil Ari. So both of their music bodies of work is a masterpiece. So there you go, right there. Also, you can follow me on 17 Live, which is G Money Stacks Queens, New York. And of course, I will let you know where you can follow the show on audio streaming platforms. Just give me a second as I pull it up. All right. Okay. You can listen to the episodes of Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast review show on Anchor, Audible, Audacity, Amazon Music, Breaker, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Player FM, Podcast. No, excuse me, Pocket Cast, Podfriend, Podo Polo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Reason FM, Spotify. Listen, don't forget to rate on Podchaser, Podfriend, and Spotify with a 5-star rating. Even though you don't have anything to say, a 5-star rating will be appreciated. It'll actually elevate me more as a host, doing the best as I can to be the best and be successful in my podcasting career that I'm trying to build here. So anyway, we are on Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, alongside with Alexa, Google Podcasts, and don't forget to listen to Meticulous Juice podcast review show on Radio Public, iHeartRadio, and last but not least, the YouTube. What are you waiting for? Go ahead and grab the subscribe button on the Meticulous Juice podcast YouTube channel page. All right. Make sure you tap on the notification bell so you can be reminded of when the show goes in the air via live stream. Make sure you stay tuned for more video content. Upcoming episodes, previous episodes that was already recorded will be automatically uploaded and posted to the Meticulous Juice podcast YouTube channel page. Make sure you leave a like and a comment along with the topics and the episodes and the reviews that we did with music artists, along with along with the movies, the TV shows. I included games since I made the segment the video game chamber actually. So every now and then I'm gonna review video games as well that came out in the past and probably most recent. So make sure you tell a friend to another friend, spread the word. Make sure you share the videos, share the episodes, and also share the podcast alongside with the link that says Linktree/Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast. When you click on it on the Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast Instagram page, which I have in the description, it's going to take you to a section where you can actually listen to the podcast episodes that's already been recorded, and also a link to where you could make a charitable donation to my Cash App. All right. And of course, so yeah, there you have it right there though, man. All right, so let me just give you some free game. But before I get to that though, man, let me just say this though, man. Like I always say at the end of the show, man. Make sure you reach out to your loved ones along with your husbands, your wives, your girlfriends, your boyfriends, your friends. Those individuals might be fine on the outside, but on the inside, they are not. And the reason I'm pushing this mental health check-in thing is because we are trying to destigmatize mental health. Okay, it's very important to actually talk about certain things, okay? Even though it may be scary at times and stuff like that, but don't fret. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no judgment, man. You know what I mean? Um, you don't have to wait every year for Mental Health Awareness Month of May and Mental Health Day to actually reach out to somebody to show that you care. Because it's 365 days in the year. You know what I'm saying? I hope you guys learn something from what I just said just now. And let's move on to some free games, shall we? All right. Some free game on how to start a podcast. All right. So I'm going to tell you the important things that you need to start a podcast. Of course, the important equipments. Starting with you need headphones. You also need a microphone. Now, it doesn't have to be anything too expensive. It could be something simple like a microphone where it comes with a USB plug to plug into your laptop. Which is another thing I'm about to mention. You need a laptop or computer to do your live streams. All right. Um, like this microphone that I'm using right now is called a Voxcon. I bought that from Target, not from Amazon, folks. Um, you can also look for a Yeti microphone, which is also good too. And I am going to actually recommend StreamYard, because StreamYard is a lot better in terms of audio quality. You're not gonna be able to you're not gonna hear any glitches or any audio issues and stuff, unlike Zoom, of course. I don't use Zoom because when it comes to having a group chat with people, you only limited 40 minutes, and I don't like that shit at all. That shit is fucking insane, man. 40 minutes? I mean, what if you're interviewing somebody and you're gonna need more time than 40 minutes, man? That's gonna be too short for my fucking ass right there. um, so yeah. And what I like about StreamYard is that you get to create your own brand. You get to create banners of talking points where you have your social media handles, the website where people can actually, follow you on the social media handles, whatever businesses you have, whether it's clothing, sneakers, um, you know, jewelry line, um, whatever it is, though, man, whatever it is, anything that's like urban clothes or whatever, um, doesn't really matter. As long as you're doing something that you love, it's very important that you use your energy to actually cater to your dreams and your career. Because from what I've been talking to two people, one or two people actually, is that you can't love somebody else unless you love yourself. And sometimes it's always good to be selfish because you want to be able to you want to be able to cater your energy to your career or whatever you're trying to do. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, even if you have friends or whatever, part of being a friend is realizing that you have to know that they also have lives too. Some of them are married, some of them have kids, some of them moved out in New York, some of them moved to different states or whatever in different time zones and shit. I mean, shit fucking happens, man. Something you can't really control. Um, and I like to remind people that podcasting is not about pleasing the people that are listening and watching. It's about your thoughts and talks, opinions and facts of what you think about the topics at hand. You know what I'm saying? So you shouldn't really worry too much about trying to be in competition with anybody, man. The only the only thing you need to worry about is, being creating a lane for yourself. Don't worry about being boxed in and being pigeonholed compared to some music artists that's been pigeonholed like a Drake, like a Doja Cat, or anybody else whatsoever. Don't do that to yourself. Because at the end of the day, you're doing something that makes you happy, not the fucking haters, not the people who are in media productions and producers and engineers and stuff like that. It's all about you. You matter. You know what I'm saying? You fucking matter. And you know, and if anybody has any questions on how to start a podcast and the types of equipment that you need and the types of software that you need and stuff like that, feel free to hit me up on my Instagram. DM me at gmoneystacks555 in Queens, New York. All right. And I think that's about it though, man. Look, the reason why I don't give my phone number is because, you know, I don't want any scammers or any other random people to actually, you know, be on some lame shit. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, man, that's pretty much what my reason is. So, as I said, like I always say, make sure you picture the haters from the Hatermobile, aka online flizzies and garbage burgers as food, and you eat them up like this. No, that's not it. Wrong one. Like I said, man, that's gonna do it for me, man. And in the honor of my birthday, I really needed a couple of laughs. And I would like to say thank you to the people who actually took a chance to listen to the episodes. And I'd like to thank my sister once again, Mimi, who gave me the light box. And I'm actually using it right now, as you can see right there in the background. Um, it really means a lot to me. I really love you for that. And that's very thoughtful that you really cared about me. So thank you so much, Mimi. You really made my birthday a very special one. Thank you. And yes, yeah, that's gonna do it for me, man. I'm G Money Stacks, aka the YouTuber, host with the most, rookie podcaster, Queens, New York, and you know the rest. Um, thank you so much for tuning in and rocking with me on the 40th episode. And there will be more episodes to come, so don't you worry. I'm trying to push this podcast along with my sports podcast to the 1 year anniversary of this year. So don't you worry about that one right there though, man. So thank you so much. Um I want you guys to be safe and be careful out there with the crazy variants of what's going on with the Delta variant, the Omicron, the coronavirus and shit like that. Even though there's another variant which is in French, which is IHU, which I will talk about in the other show, Off the Meat Rat Chains New York podcast. So stick around for that. I'll fill you in on what it is. And yeah, that's it, man. I'm off this shit. I'm out of here, clocking out. Peace and one love. And thank you for joining me on in honor of my 37th birthday. Thank you so much. And thank you, Mimi, and everybody else who supported me throughout my podcasting journey. I love you all. Enjoy your night.